We'll be back.
24th of April, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Phil is going on the whether the custodian used the item that was deposited to him without permission. And that's the din. The din is that as a custodian, he's not allowed to use the item for himself.
Unless he's Shoel.
Yeah, then he's we're talking about somebody who is a he's a shomer, and he doesn't have any he's not a shoel, he's not a socher, he's not a renter, he's not a borrower, he is a custodian,
right?
So he's not allowed to use it. So according to Rav Chiya bar Yosef, we see from this pasuk that it's not enough for him to be chayav kefil that he swears falsely, but we see from this pasuk that he's got to make unpermitted usage of the item. Now, what are we bringing this for? The Gemara says lememra de b'sholach bo yad askinan. So this teaches us that the chiyuv that the Torah places of kefil, like it says in the pasuk, that he'll pay twice for ton tanas ganiv, is only when he improperly uses the item. And therefore what? And therefore that the shvua that he makes b'sheker is therefore he swore falsely because he used the item. Is it? It's not possible to say that even though he used the item, albeit without any permission, nevertheless the reason why he's doesn't have it now is because it was in fact stolen. Are those two things inconsistent with one another?
No,
they don't seem to be to me. I'm not sure what this Rav Chiya bar Yosef is trying to prove over here. We got ourselves in the middle of a machlokes, and I forgot what the machlokes is about over here. In other words, according to Rami bar Chama, he said the Dalit Shomrim, which includes a Shomer Chinam, an unpaid custodian, he won't be his chiyuv to swear is because he's a modamixis. And unless he's a modamixis, he won't be chayav to swear. If he's not chayav to swear, he won't be able. He won't pay kefil for swearing falsely. But Rav Chiya bar Yosef, he doesn't agree. He says that the swearing falsely has to do with this imlo shalach yadav meleches re'eu, making forbidden usage of the item and swearing falsely about that. It doesn't. You don't need that. He makes a shvua modamixis. Is there any Rashi to clarify this matter? Um, right. Okay, so we're in the Rashis over here. Maybe we'll start again from the Eno Chayev. It's the first narrow line on the page, and the page is 107b.
Chayev, he's not Chayev Kefil. He's not deprived Kefil. Ad Shlach Badido, until he, had it sent by his hand, that he had to have an effect upon it. Kodem the Shua, before he makes a Shua, he had to have a direct transfer. The Gon She'asaba, he made with it a malacha. He worked with the that animal, the shomer, and he wasn't supposed to work with it. This is also part of it. This next one, this Hachig Befsinen.
Yeah.
This is what we say. The Amar Krav Pasuk says, the Nikrav Baal Habayit, that the Baal Habayit offered it up. Al Elohim, he made a korban with it. Im lo shalach, if he didn't send it.
Yeah, this Nikrav over here means that he's going to close to the judges, meaning he's going to be brought. And the Balabais here is referring to the custodian. The custodian, we call him the Balabais here in the pasuk. He's going to be brought to the Bezdin for a judgment on this item that he's withholding from the depositor. And what's the subject of the court case is imlo shalach yado b'melechas re'eu, whether he made improper usage of the item. So the only thing that Rashi makes a point over here of saying is that and Dibur Maskil Achi Shlach Yad, he's not going to be chayev for the penalty of paying kefil for swearing falsely, unless until he sends out his hand against the item in a forbidden way. And Rashi says kodem shavua, and he does this before the shvua. Kigon she'aseh bo malacha. He works the animal. The animal was deposited, and he worked the animal, and he did that before being brought to Bezdin and having to make the shvua. And I guess maybe we could say like this. Perhaps we could say as follows: that we're talking about Ton Tanis Ganav. What does that mean? That means that the custodian is saying he hasn't done anything with the item. He hasn't touched the item. Where's the item? It was stolen. So the implication that's a Ton Tanis Ganav. And so when he claims and then he swears to it that it was stolen, what he means to imply is that he didn't do anything to use the item, because really I'm thinking now, for him to make use of the item, to work with it, that itself would be a form of thievery, because he has no right to make any use, private usage of this item. So it's really, it's a type of thievery. When he says that, oh, it was stolen from me, but I didn't do anything to it, he's really, in essence, he's saying that he has made no unpermissible usage of the item himself, and the reason that he can't produce it is because not of anything that he did it, he didn't touch it at all, but it was stolen from him. So now when and he swears to it, he swears to that he didn't do anything to the item. And so then when and so now when the witnesses come and say, oh yeah, it's I guess the witness have to say they saw that he made that he has the item and that he made impermissible usage of it, even though it seems like those are two different issues to me, right? Maybe it's a bit not clear to me still. It's really not really clear. Is the issue whether he made improper usage of the item, and also there's an issue of where's the item? How even if he made improper usage of the item, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be there still in his backyard, right? He could still give it back. He's not going to pay kafel because he made improper usage of the item. If he's able to give it back, would he have to pay anything because of that?
Rabbi, I don't think it matters whether it's in his backyard or not. If he's claiming that it was stolen, whether it was actually stolen or not is not relevant. The only point is that he's claiming that it was stolen because he's saying, here's why I don't have it, because it was stolen. So
No,
if
but
he
what
has
is
it or he doesn't have it, it's the same thing. But then there's a second issue, which is, did he make improper use of it? If he didn't make improper use of it, even though he swore falsely and said it was stolen, he doesn't pay kafel.
And even if witnesses come and say that we saw it in his backyard.
Right. But if they say we saw him using it in his backyard, then he does have to pay kafel.
Mm.
And what's the shvur that he makes?
I did not lay my hand upon the property, according to Chia Bar Yosef.
But he also has to claim that it was stolen, no?
Yeah. Yeah, he both. Because it says he claims a claim of theft. And then specifically, scripture says, I did not lay my hand upon it.
So maybe what he has to swear to two things. He's swearing on his claim that he's swearing that it was stolen, and he's also swearing that he didn't send out his hand against the item to make forbidden usage of it.
Right.
And on both points, he's being he's being disproven through witnesses. And unless he swears, unless he's unless a claim against him is, well, okay.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, the footnote supports that. It says there's multiple oaths. And it quotes Rashi.
Okay, so let's see the next. Let's see the next Rashi.
If the witnesses testify that he kept it himself, but they didn't testify that he used it, then he doesn't pay kafel, according to Rashi.
So even if he claims that it was stolen, and the witnesses come and they say, "Oh, it's in his backyard," so he's not chayav kafel. He's not chayav kafel simply for being a tohen tanis ganav.
Right.
He won't be chayav as a tohen tanis ganav unless and until he was sholach boyad, unless he made forbidden usage of the item. And not only that, but that he swore falsely that he did not make any impermissible usage of the item.
Right.
Okay, so that's two different oaths. Okay, so now, okay, we have another Rashi over here.
Oh,
We have two Rashis.
it looks like there's three oaths, according to the footnote. One, that he was not negligent in allowing it to be stolen. Two, that he did not misappropriate it. And three, that he doesn't have it.
Okay. Oh, three different oaths. Why would he need to swear that he doesn't have it if he's swearing that it was stolen?
That means that he didn't steal it.
Because we're afraid that he's lying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Wait a second.
Because by doing that, he's also swearing that he didn't steal it.
Isn't swearing that it was stolen implying that he doesn't have it also?
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't actually say that he swore that it was stolen. It says he swore that he wasn't negligent, that he did not use it, and he doesn't have it. So saying he doesn't have it, I think, is the same thing as saying it was stolen.
No, it doesn't. No. I don't have it doesn't mean it's nothing. I could have lost it.
That's true.
So by saying I don't, yeah, you're covering all bases by swearing the two things. You didn't steal it, that was stolen from you, and that you don't have it.
Right. Could be lost or stolen.
If you say it's been stolen, I swear that this has been stolen, but I'm not going to say that I stole it, but I did.
Well, actually, you may not be able to swear that it was stolen. You can swear I don't have it. If you've ever had somebody that's something stolen first thing that happens is I had a car stolen once.
Hmm.
So what first thing that happens is you go to the parking spot where you parked the car and it's not there. And you go, where's my car? Right? You don't know what happened. All you know is it's not there, right? You will put two and two together and presume that it was stolen, but you don't really know it was stolen. All you know is it's not there.
Hmm.
Okay.
You could have parked it somewhere else.
Right. It's a very disconcerting experience, let me tell you.
If I say it was stolen, say I could be telling the truth. I'd be telling the truth because if I stole it myself and I say it was stolen, I'm misleading people to think that someone else stole it, but I stole it myself.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
by saying, so by saying I don't have it, that precludes that interpretation.
Right. And the bottom line, it doesn't matter. It was lost or stolen, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the other. That's I was just going to say. If the depositor proves that he gave it over to the guy, and the guy is not able to produce it, well, so see that, but where the claim of Geneva comes in is because that's what the Gemora is talking about over here. This person is going to be given a din of a ganav, and a ganav is the only one that pays kefil. So we're giving him a din of a ganav because he's claiming a claim of that it was stolen. For example, if he would say that it was lost, and he wasn't negligent in this, that it was lost, however that could be, I don't know. It would seem to be that just if he admits that it was lost is basically an admission that there's been negligence. How did it get lost if you're supposed to be looking after it, right?
Well, there's the the standard of what does a normal person do, right? He
So-
says, I did what a normal person would do, but nevertheless it got lost.
So it seems like if he's not, yeah, we don't, yeah. But what my point was is that if he makes a claim that it was lost as opposed to making a claim that it was stolen, he's not going to end up paying kefil. The case that he pays kefil if he's claiming that it was stolen.
Is that true? What if he claims it was lost? He says, I wasn't negligent. I didn't make use of it. I don't have it. And then witnesses come and say, it's in your backyard. We saw it. So now he's guilty of theft, regardless of whether he said it was lost or not. But now that he's been proven to be a liar, we say
That's not a thief. A thief who pays kefil. A thief who pays kefil is somebody who steals it from the house of the owner.
All right. Well, in either case, no matter what he says,
He's not paying kefil because he's a thief, because he's not a thief. But if he makes a claim, of that it was stolen from him, that gives him a status of a ton tanis ganav, which we're saying here in the Gemora that the ton tanis ganav will pay kefil. But you're asking, well, what if he says a claim of if it was lost? So I'm saying in that case, I don't think that's the case of ton tanis ganav. It's this that we say ton tanis ganav, that he makes a claim of thievery is meduyak. It's dafka, specifically that claim and not any other claim. The mere fact that he says that he didn't do anything with it, and he doesn't, and it was lost from him, and then they say, well, it's in his backyard. He's not going to pay kefil for that. Okay, let's take a look at. We have some Rashis. We have two Rashis on this last statement that we did over here. Amar Reb Chia bar Yosef, Ton Tanaskanov b'pikadon eno chayav ad shishlach yado. So the Gemora said Lememra the b'sholach boyad askinan. So we have two Rashis over here.
Okay, well, Memra. That's what we have to. I'm trying to find where they go. I'm looking for that word in the Gemara, though. Okay, here it is. Lememra b'sheb the Lememra Dibishlach will tell us that he did have his hands ba yad Lememra, that he will tell us. Let's just work on that one word because it says Lememra. Maybe it'll explain the word Lememra. He's going to tell us. The high dictive that is written, but Treya later on, Asher Yarshilun Elohim, that so the judges are going to find him guilty, so to speak. They're going to say that he was not right. And then it says, B'shalach ba'yad, in the case where he does have his hand on it, that's what we're dealing with. That he really was involved in this. The Nimtza Rasha Bakach, because he is going to be found to be a Rasha in this, a wrongdoing person in this. Shinishba l'sheka, because he made a false sheker. Shahare shalach ba'yad, because he did have his hand in taking this item. There was something he did that was wrong on this.
So what's coming out from this Gemora and from the ways Rashi's explaining over here is if we look at this pasuk is in Shmos Chaf Beis, pasuk Zion, that it's also in the Torah Or right here on the Os Gimel. Imlo Yemotza Haganav, if we don't find the Ganav, V'nikrav Balabais El Elohim, the custodian is going to be brought before the judges, and the subject of the inquiry is Imlo Shalach Yado b'Melechas Re'eyu. Did he himself send his hand out against the item? And because the Gemara says if he did do so, the implication is that if he did send his hand out against this item, he's going to be chayav kefil. And that, Rashi points out, is because if you take a look at the next pasuk in the Chumash, which is which is the first pasuk in the Torah, or is pasuk Ches, and you bypass the first part of the pasuk. I'll call davar pesha, shor, v'chamor, v'chule, v'chule. It says at the end of the pasuk, it says Asher Yarshiun Elohim, that the judges found him guilty. They found him to be a rasha, like Rashi says, that really he did send his hand out against the item, and as a result of that, Yishalem Shnaim L'Re'eyu, and like that, he's going to pay kefil. So from there, if Chia Bar Yosef proves that he won't be chayav to pay kefil unless the custodian himself swore falsely to this, that he sent his hand out against the item without permission. Okay. Okay, so basically we see that this opinion of Chia Bar Yosef disagrees with the opinion of who was it? Rami Bar Chama. Okay, now we're back in the Gemora. Amar Lahu Rabbi Chia Bar Abba. And this can be found.
I think we're out of time, Rabbi.
Oh, we're out of time. Okay. Out of time.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, be continued.
Mitzvah Hashem.
All the best.
Okay,
Everybody have a
thank you.
good day.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye,
great
Roy.
day.
Bye, Lou. Bye, Phil.
Bye-bye.